What is an adoptable? An adoptable is the creation of unique characters or character designs an artist makes to sell. Once you buy a design, you can do whatever you want with it. Put them in your story, turn them into your persona, make them into your OC, or whatever. It really depends on who's selling it to you, but that's generally the idea. I thought it would just be an interesting thing to do since I've never really done an adoptable before. I also thought it would be fun to design a character and have someone else give them a home. Usually when I create an abundance of characters, I find a way to put them in the little cinematic universe I have. But that kinda just ends up with me neglecting the other ones I have. Anyways, I made a handful of adoptables just for variety and as a test. What type of adoptables does my audience like? And then I had to consider the presentation. I'll admit, it was kinda buns. For example, my commission sheet. I think it's pretty creative. So I'm going to fix this. For my first adoptable, I was thinking something really cute. I mean, my art is always cute, but I guess really cute? Definitely a magical girl vibe with stars as her main sigil. Or maybe she's a witch. The second is more elegant and maybe even mysterious. It's very cosmic, very moon and stars themed. I love the contrast of dark-skinned characters with lighter hair. I think it makes her look more magical. And last but not least is very dark and serious. She looks like an edgy anime character. With the look, I was going for a girl who can talk to spirits or ghosts type of thing. She can see the other realm with her mysterious blind eye and her spiritual bracelet. Alright, let's start. These designs are very simple, I would say. It's in my comfort zone. If I do make more adoptables in the future, they will probably end up looking better as far as details go, or at least that will be my goal. I don't know if I should give my adoptables predetermined names or other facts. Mostly because I think if someone buys my characters, they should be able to choose what they want. Like a blank slate for their headcanons. That, and usually when I create characters, I am making them for plot reasons. Then again, there are so many old OCs I have that are just undeveloped and need patch note updates. In my intro, I was talking about presentation. I think that this approach is actually way better. This looks like a proper reference sheet, so you can actually see the front and the back. The first time I made the girls, it was a poor choice for me to not show any other angle. Like thinking about it now, it just doesn't make sense. And to additionally fill the space, I decided to add a close-up of their faces. I rendered the faces a lot more. Learning to make diverse faces is really important for me. I try to learn different facial features because I don't want to make the same face. Like, it's called same face syndrome. Same face syndrome is basically when you draw different characters but they all look the exact same, like especially in the face. Not to be confused with art style. I do feel like my art can fall into this category easily because we all have a go-to preference when it comes to drawing, so this is all good practice for me. By the way, I did not just make 3, I had like 7 total. The issue with that is that I had a lot of good ideas, but maybe they were just too spontaneous. None of them really had a theme. And some of them were just less inspired compared to the first 3 that I made, so I honestly just might scrap them or rework them in the future. Another issue is that I believe I overpriced them. I was mocking up the price to be close to my regular full body commission, which is like 70 bucks fully rendered and all. Though I do value my work at a higher standard, I can see why it's different for something like adoptables. So I will be slashing that price. Speaking of prices, when I was looking up how other artists price their adoptables, some of them were like criminally low. Some were really expensive and then some were like just decently priced in general. And all of these artists have different unique art styles. And I'm pretty sure this is because they sell adoptables more often, therefore their audience comes to them for that. I'm nowhere near the scene or consistent enough to do that. And then I didn't entirely understand the whole bidding thing and how to keep track of that. I think what I'm going to do is just first come, first serves. So if these adoptables aren't bought for a long while, I mean a very long while, I will likely just repurpose them. And here we are. I wasn't initially planning to make this into a YouTube video until like last month in late October. So unfortunately, I do not have my original character references or thoughts when it came to these adoptables. Next time I make an adoptable focused video, I will make sure that is the focus to show my process and my thoughts behind each design. If you are interested in buying, you can go to my Instagram and I should already have a post that will say the status of these characters and if they're bought or not. If they aren't, feel free to DM me or send a message to my business Gmail. Thank you for watching. I hope you found this video entertaining. I've been trying to make YouTube videos and I'm still trying to see what interests my community the most. If you want to support, liking, subscribing, and commenting would really be helpful. Additionally, I have a shop, link in description. That's it. Bye.